Hello, lovely people. Time to do something about this. So I did have quite a few comments from people that this looks a mess, and I do agree. A total mess. Spaghetti bolognese, whatever. So it is time to kind of try to clean it up. After I did the Honda Jazz project and a few other big projects, now I don't have like a big project to do. So I think it's the time now to do all of this, because all of this was connected as a test just to see what fits, what do I need, what I don't need, what kind of amplifiers I decided to keep. So I did settle down on these two V12s for my front end. Then I have a Taramps over there, and I have this 4-channel for my front subwoofer, and I still have 2 spare channels for potentially rear fill. Now, with the battery, I have this monitoring thing that I monitored how much power it uses, how much it consumes, because I had no idea about the efficiency and anything. But now I can tell you that this subwoofer in IB is super efficient. When it peaks about 26-27 hertz, it does peak the impedance up to like 10 ohms. So you need a 3K amp for that. Not necessarily, but it's good to have one. However, the maximum power consumption is like 700-800 watts at full tilt, absolute max. So now I know that the super cab bank that I have here, I don't need it. I totally and absolutely don't need it. So this is gonna go out because it just takes up space, because that lithium gives me everything that I need. So heads up, if you're in the UK and you need a super cab bank, just text me and we're gonna arrange a price or anything, and I'm gonna ship it to you, because I'm gonna sell it because I don't really need it. A lot of stuff is gonna come out, so this is gonna come out, all of that is gonna come out. There's gonna be less wiring, less connections. I'm gonna use probably less distribution blocks. So the plan is everything first of all is gonna come out. I want to keep these 2 on the top because they look very good, like old school look. I want to have them as if on display. The DSP, I would like it to go in between these 2 amplifiers, to be in the middle, because you can see here you have 4 RCAs, here you have 2 RCAs. So if I'm going to have a DSP in the middle, then the RCAs can go directly into the amplifiers on very short leads. Or maybe I'm going to put the DSP there a bit higher. However, everything is going to have to go a little bit up, because I want to put that lithium under there, where now I have the Smart 3, just because if you see the lithium like here, this is a negative, this is a positive. And to me personally, for my own comfort, this positive is too close to the chassis, and I don't really like it. It is a good space for the lithium, but I really would like it to be somewhere closer to the amplifiers, because now I have to run long power leads to all the amplifiers. If I'm going to put the lithium over there in the very middle, I'm going to have short leads to all the amplifiers. So lithium in the middle. Now the DC-DC, the Taramps, and this amplifier is going to go on the bottom layer, and then I will have to make like a second layer on top of that. That would be on standoffs. It's going to be for these 2 amplifiers, and then a beauty panel on the top. So I did check the height and everything. It's going to raise everything about 7 centimeters, like 2 inches or something, and it's going to be something close to like this line. So it will be a bit higher than now is. However, this is going to be totally empty and free, and this is going to be totally empty and free, so I can put like beauty panels and stuff. The main board should go something like this, and it's going to be plenty good enough. Now with those amplifiers is going to be on the bottom shelf, the first initial idea, I wanted to mount them upside down on this board and have this board kind of on hinges just to lift it up in case I need to service stuff. But then I thought, what is the point? If I can put those amplifiers and the DC-DC on the actual boot metal, maybe on some like amp rack, and then have this as a second one lifting up and down. And when I'm gonna lift it, it's gonna hold only these 2 amplifiers, maybe a DSP, and everything else is gonna stay the same. In that case, the wires that go, the power wires and everything that go into the lithium there, they don't have to bend and flex and anything. Only these 2 will have to like bend somewhere there, but I think it's gonna be fine. But I think it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be much more compact, and it's gonna be much less wiring, because now it's just a total mess. So now, little baby steps. First order of business is to take literally everything out. Probably gonna be a week without music, but I absolutely don't mind that, because progress takes time. And as a person having a full-time job and having this car for a daily, there's no other way. I cannot sacrifice again 2-3 days just to build an amp rack and everything, so it has to be in small little stages. So again, no music for a little bit. Oh man, I never thought I'm gonna see this empty like this before. So before my little one is gonna make a bed, because she wants to make a bed here, I'm just gonna try to show and explain you everything, how everything is. So it's
sofa, Daddy, and the bed.
Sofa and the bed. Okay, fair enough.
Daddy, this inside over here, it's gonna be the sofa. Over here, it's gonna be the bedroom.
Okay, cool. So for those that don't know, this is an infinite baffle manifold. So it does breathe just like that. Outside you won't be able to see anything, because this is the water repellent grill mesh foam, whatever you want to call it. And basically it breathes under there's a hole, so just for you to see. This is just a little bit dirty because last time I didn't clean it. Now I hoovered everything. One slightly concerning thing that I found is this. So this is water. This is water damage slightly. So these cars, the Insignias, are notorious for them to be leaking from those or these plugs, and basically water gets inside, and usually you have like a pool in the spare wheel well, and I had a pool when I just bought that car, and I fixed it, which was like 5-6 years ago. So now I just need to look at it again, because I think under these there's another plug or something. So yeah, this needs investigation, but it's a good thing that I caught it. The battery is fine because I had the lithium there, no issues there, but it looks like this. So this is everything bare. Now just to show you my equipment, fuse blocks, distribution, DC, all the amplifiers, the battery, and the super cap. So you can see the battery, there's no damage on it because it is plastic. If I'm gonna have a look under it, nothing, all good. So it's just some water dripping probably after the rain or something, I don't know. My RCA's, power cables, that's the Tarams that was mounted upside down in there, and this is a sub. So you can see this is a subwoofer after a year, close to a year, almost a year in infinite baffle, and it's literally like brand new, no dust, absolutely nothing. It was more dirty from the outside from the dust than inside. It's like brand new. So people that are always worried about infinite baffle, like subwoofers getting wet or stuff, don't worry, it's not an issue at all. So it took me probably an hour to take everything out. Taking everything out is much easier than putting everything back in. So now I just need to hoover everything, clean it, make sure everything is spotless, and then I'm gonna start planning. Okay, this is the initial plan that I'm talking about. Battery there, so my power is coming in through there into the DC-DC charger, from DC-DC into the battery, positive distribution, ground distribution. This one is a thick bastard, so it will raise everything quite a bit. One thing that I need to do with it is I need to disable these fans, because these fans come on every time it gets power, so it goes into some kind of a self-check mode or something, and it's just annoying. And these fans never come on during the play, because it plays, it's a 3K and it plays on a quarter or even less power. So I don't need these fans at all. I'm gonna just disable them from the PCB, just plug it off, and that's it. And now I need to figure out how to mount everything. So this is easy somehow, but the DCD and these two amps, I need some kind of a little mini board to mount them on. There we go, found some plywood. So this is the sheet of plywood that had left over from the Honda Jazz project. It's 9mm, just normal regular plywood. So I put a board like that around the battery. So this is just like that for the mounting. So now I just need to mount this board into the car, maybe 3 bolts, because it is quite bulged in there. So it's squashed, it's not moving. The battery is fixed 1, two, and third one is from the back there. I have little standoffs here, so this is not gonna go like down. And yeah, this is the initial main board. I do have clearance for the sub. I did check, so I have quite a lot of clearance because the sub goes like that, not a problem. One distribution block, one there, one there. I thought maybe just to cut out according to the wheel well, but then I thought, what's the point? Why? Just leave it like this. So this is going to be the first layer for these. I had to turn this upside down because the input is there and output is here, and then just run wires all the way down there. And after all of this is fixed, then I can make a second layer that goes on top with the standoffs, and that second layer probably is going to go all the way up to the seat. And yeah, it's going to be much cleaner, and all of this space is going to be free for other activities. And just like that, today is over. It's already evening. Need to pack up, put this all back. So yeah, this is fixed. Very sturdy. 1, 2, 3 bolts there. All of these things are fixed with threaded insert and bolts, so I had to drill a new hole for this one because this one is too long. But basically nothing is moving, nothing is going anywhere. This lithium is fixed as well, so this is the clearance that I have. As you can see, plenty enough, because this one is gonna go into that side and that one is gonna go into that side. And yeah, I'll just need another second layer, but that is gonna be next week. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.